Guys, it's Lisa. I'm here to do an album share for the rest of the album. I left off on December 19th with the pictures of Polly in her little sweater, and then I'm going to do the rest of the album here. So we move on to this is actually part of December 19th. It was actually just a separate little insert that I wanted to add. So what I did here was I had a photo my husband took of me when I was mailing out some packages to my boys at the post office. So I actually did the photo and I edited it. I think it's sepia. And then I cut it into like a banner, and then I mounted it on some pattern paper from the Simple Stories collection that I'm using, and it was the paper that was postcard, and I thought it was really appropriate for this photo. And then I did a little cluster down here of some little stamps, which I think you can see here, and then this is part that says post card, and then I cut that up, and then I have a star, and then some little brads, and then some photo. I put these little photo reinforcements here. I think that's what they're called. They're these. I don't really know what they're called. Self-sticking reinforcements. So I use those, and I just went ahead and used the color of the distress ink that I'm using throughout the album, just to because they were really bright and it didn't match at all. So I just kind of used that so it would blend in a little bit. And then I just made some more photo corners here. So, and then on the back, it was just the back of the paper, and I didn't really like that it was just kind of plain. So I did use this rub on, and then I put just a little candy cane enamel dot in the middle just to kind of give it some, I don't know, interest on the back. So that is inserted here. And then this page here, basically this is December 20th. I did my journaling here with this kind of wonky font, which I found on PicMonkey, which I thought was kind of cool. It was one of their newer fonts. And if you pay to be a subscriber, which I think is like $30 a year or something, which I do pay, because I just like some of the extra things that you can get. You can get like the different new fonts. And then I put some stars here. And this was just a photo of my husband and I, and then me. And this really huge, this wreath, you can't really see in the photo here, but it was at the grocery store and it was like on this brick wall. It was huge. So I got a photo of that. And then here was my friend Maura. She was so sweet. She sent me this really pretty card and this little tag. It doesn't come out. I actually glued it in there. And then I just put Mora in these little alphas and put this in this little pockets and mounted this on the outside of the page protector. And then inside the page protector is this little Christmas tree. And because I saw this little Christmas tree that she put on this card for me, and then I figured the tree, it kind of went. And then my 20 with this little peppermint on the outside of this little pocket. So that was December 20th. And then moving on here to, and hopefully there's not too much glare here. Moving on here to December 21st, I did my journaling on a collage. In PicMonkey, you can kind of make a collage, but you can also do your journaling. And then these little dots here are rub-ons. Um, and then there's Polly just kind of hanging out with her sweater, looking around. And then this is just a little cluster I did here. These are rub-ons. I mounted this little joy up on some foam tape and just some that glitter. I love that glitter ribbon. I've used it throughout my whole album. And there's just a little cluster here. I punched out some of the pattern paper, made some circles and distressed the edges. And then I cut this joy out and punched a hole and just put some twine. And this was just one of the embellishments from my kit. And then I just popped a little shiny enamel dot on there. And then the 21, I probably should have put the 21 on the outside because it's kind of poking through here. And then I just put the joy here with these alphas. And I like that they were really shiny. This is, we had one of the surgeons ordered Chinese food for all of us, so I actually got a photo of this. And then this here from one of our Facebook groups, Faith Hope Washi, Tanya, she posted this in there, so I kind of grabbed that because I thought it was like a Merry Christmas post, and I thought it was really cute. So thanks, Tanya, if you're watching this. That was really cute. And then moving on here to December 22nd, of course, we have to have Polly in here. And Polly, uh, this was a Tuesday. I have Tuesdays off. So whenever my husband leaves for work, Polly likes to look out the window and watch him leave. So I got a photo of that. Somehow I ended up holding her and taking the photo at the same time. But yeah, she just loves watching him drive off. I don't know. She's just like a kid. So I wrote dad. I put these thickers here. I wrote dad, and then I punched out these. I took some glitter ribbon and I punched out some holes with my hole puncher, and I just kind of used them to embellish different areas around the layout. And then I had a star here that I glued on, and then I had a 3D star that I put on the outside of the pocket just to kind of make a 3D embellishment here. This little teeny tag, I put some twine. And then I did my journaling here, and this was done in PicMonkey also. So there's like, you can do like 3 or 4. These are 2x2s, so you can kind of do that and then cut them out. This actually was a day that my husband works for a medical facility, and they were having a Christmas party for the patients. So basically, we went and volunteered, and we were making or helping to serve them some desserts. And there was like people there that were playing violins. It was really, really sweet. So we went and just kind of helped make a very nice Christmas for the people that could not be with their families. And some of the families actually came to visit too. And then basically, this is the outside of the facility. And this was a picture I took of my husband. This is him in his office, and a picture of me in his office. Um, and then the 22 wood veneer here. So that was this Holly Jolly came in. I'm not sure which kit this was from. I don't remember. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember which this was from. It wasn't from the Simple Stories, but that was the 22nd. And then on the 23rd, I decided to do a throwback, kind of throwback, not really Thursday, because I don't even know if it was a Thursday, but it doesn't matter. I wanted to have some photos of my sister and I, so I scanned these photos from when we were little with Santa. And I went ahead and just made this page about Santa. I had a Santa rub on, a Santa, cutout, and obviously these I had a ho 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 that I went ahead and embossed. And then I had these things from Simple Stores, which are really cute. I used like 3 or 4 of these, which they say "Hey Santa," and it's like a quote. So I put these in here of my sister and I, and then I put "we," and then "believe" was like a band, like not a banner, but a strip of paper. I cut it fit in these little 2x2 pockets, and then I put some gold enamel dots in there, and then of course my little deer, I used some glue, some glitter glue that was gold for his antlers and his hoofs, and then I used some Winkostella clear throughout. I put it actually on the Believe. I put it on this, on the Santa's hat. And then I also took some white glitter glue and put it along his hat there too. And then some glitter glue there. So it's fun what you can do with some cheap, glitter glue to make things look kind of special. And then this was our Christmas card this year. I just kind of poked some holes in it and put that in there. And then this was the 24th, which, oh, I apologize. I should have probably covered up my neighbor's face. So actually, I probably won't go too much into this page. Um, but anyways, well, I'll cover her up. I was going to do that ahead of time, and I apologize. I didn't do that. So it was Christmas Eve, and I went over to visit. Oh, actually, I think I might have done a process video on this. I think I did. So in my playlist, you'll see it's down there. And I think in that I had her face covered up. So it's just not nice to put people on YouTube that, you don't have permission to do. So it was just a visit to the neighbors next door on Christmas Eve. I brought them some presents and we just hung out and had a good time. So I wanted to include that in my album. And this was their little pug puppy who is so adorable. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and just turn the page there. And then we have Christmas Eve at my house. Our tradition here at my house is on Christmas Eve. We actually go to church, and my sister has been coming up the past couple of Christmases, and so does my mother-in-law since she's alone now. So it was a lot of fun. So we start by having hors d'oeuvres when we get back from church. And we have, I always make like a frozen drink. I think the strawberry daiquiris I made, we had all kinds of hors d'oeuvres, chocolate and cheese and crackers. And we watched Elf. So I grabbed a screenshot. Actually, no, I took my new camera and took a picture of Elf on the TV. And look at it, it came out. It looks exactly like a picture. It was really fun. Um, and it looks like he's looking down at his hot chocolate, and it was kind of funny because I put him in between the food, which I thought was kind of funny. That was my husband's idea. And then my mother-in-law, I always make her a really special. I have this special glass for her, and then I give her like a Santa straw. She's widowed, so we try to make Christmas, Easter, and her birthday and Mother's Day really special for her. So we kind of go all out. So anyway, she was happy. She had her nice special drink. She was cuddling up with Polly here by the stove and the Christmas tree. My sister's pretty happy here too. And then basically here is Polly. She is with her. I actually, this Santa hat is something from Pick Monkey. So, and then I just put a little bow on the outside of the page protector. And then here is a rub-on. And then here is Christmas Day. I did, I'm trying to think. I don't think I did a process video for this one. So here I went ahead and I did some journaling, and I printed it and printed it on photo paper. I embossed this 25, and then I had a Merry Christmas from one of my, I'm trying to think, I don't remember exactly which kit that was from, but I went ahead and just put some Wink of Stella on it. And here's a picture of some of the things we had when we first woke up. We had some Cinnabons, some cranberry bread, and some chocolate covered cherries, which our neighbor brought for us, which were really good. I always get a photo of us having our Christmas breakfast, and by then we had already opened presents, I believe, and we were having some eggs and fruit and bacon and things like that. So I did a little trimming here, cut out a little. These I think are 4x2 pockets. So I went ahead and cut out a little 4x2 strip of paper and added a little silver enamel dot in a couple different places. So that was the start of Christmas, and I had a lot of pictures, so I tried to just choose the ones that were the best. And then here, and what I did a process video for a couple of these pages, and because I wasn't going to do it for all of them, but what I decided to do is designate a page for each person opening up their presents. I figured it was going to be an easy way to organize the pictures for each person, because I had a lot of pictures, and like I said, I picked out the ones that came out the best. So this was my husband. I put his name with these thickers, Chris, and then he was opening up a present from his mom, and then here he's just kind of playing with one of Polly's presents. This here just says open on December 25th. I put a wreath here because my mother-in-law bought us this gorgeous wreath for the wall with this angel. So this was kind of a simple page. I was getting kind of burnt out at this point. I do have a process video for this page and the page behind it. This was my page, and this was basically me opening up my presents. The socks that my mother-in-law made for me, and basically she knit these socks for me, and I took a photo of them and did a selective photo in my Samsung Galaxy S5, so it basically focuses on one thing, so everything else in the background is kind of blurred. So I thought it was kind of cool. It showed the socks that she made for me, and they're really nice. They're gorgeous socks. And then she also bought me this gorgeous scarf, which was silk with these gorgeous gold butterflies. So my husband got a picture of that. And then this here was a cluster I made in this pocket, which is like, it's weird size. It's like 6x5. No, it's not. It's like, maybe it's 6 or 8x5. I don't remember, but it was kind of an unusual size. So I thought I would use it for like make a cluster here. And I got 3 photos here, me opening up my socks and the bag, and then I just did some layering here behind the photos and some twine. and I popped this up on foam, this Joy, and used some Winkostella. And then these mittens I put on the outside of the pocket just to add some dimension. And then this other mitten I put down here with this Brad. And then I just wrote Mom, just because she's the one that got me a really nice scarf and socks. So that's that page. And then on the back side, we have this one. I also just did a process video. That's going to be up hopefully today. This here was my sister's page. So basically there's pictures of her with Polly, and then up here you can pull out the picture of my sister, and she's actually just looking through some photos of us growing up when she was visiting me. And then there's this little pocket from Simple Stories, which I love these, and a little note that she left me on the bed when she drove home that morning. And then I put Kim up here in these stickers, which I loved, these red stickers, and this deer. I used a lot of Winkostella on this just because I was just kind of, I wanted some shine. This December 25th was kind of a goldish color, so I thought I'd bring some gold with this glitter ribbon throughout this layout. And then with this little deer, I made him a little gold, kind of a little gold, not necklace, but a little collar. And then I have a little, enamel dot on here, and then a little cluster here. And then this December 25th is on the outside of this pocket, and then the little twine is on the inside. So that's my sister's page. And then the page from my mother-in-law is here, and basically we have a picture of her open up presents. This picture of her and Polly I decided to do in black and white, and it's a really nice picture of her. And I liked this bright shiny red bow that went on the outside of the page protector, and I think it blended nicely with these thickers. And then here I thought this was funny. I took a picture of this poinsettia, and when I was editing it I looked, and like half of it was totally dead. I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, half of it's like hanging dead, and half it's fine. And then this is her most exciting present. We got her the spa gift certificate, and yeah, she was so excited about that. And then I had this Brad. Well, it's actually, the Brad is right here, but it was attached this December 25th. So I put that in there with some silver enamel dots. And then here she's opening another present. Here I did this photo of her. It's like a candid photo. She's just sitting there with her coffee, listening to probably my sister or something, and I did that in black and white just to kind of balance out the layout here. Here I just took a strip of paper, I cut it at an angle, and then I took 2 strips of the red glitter ribbon and put that on the edges to kind of blend with this so it would kind of be cohesive. And then I just put a little one of these silver enamel dots in the middle just to kind of get the silver throughout the layout, and I like to do that. I like to have it, kind of go throughout the layout. So that's her page. And then the last page is the most special page of all, which is the page of my boys, which I'll move over here. Hopefully you can see this okay. So we Skyped on Christmas Day, and it was really fun. It was really nice. So basically, here's my Zach, and he's making a bah humbug. I didn't know what I was going to use that for, but it was totally appropriate because he was showing the Christmas card, and he had this weird look on his face. And then I said, "Why do you have that weird look on your face? Don't you like your Christmas card?" And then he started laughing. So, and then I just put FaceTime here. And then here, I actually was laughing. He was showing me something. I can't remember what it was, but my husband was taking pictures while we were FaceTiming on my sister's iPad. There's Polly. She was just kind of hanging out. Here I just did a little cluster of some stars just to add a little interest to the page. Then we were Skyping. Well, here's the last part of when we were Skyping with Zach. And then here we were Skyping with my other son and his wife, Meryl. And then here's us in the upper corner. My son was making a funny face, and so wasn't Meryl. So my husband actually just got a screenshot of this on his iPhone. So that was kind of cool. And then here I just took some thickers and I put FaceTime, and then just a little bit of ribbon here on the corner. And then here I have another one of those Hey Santas, and then I put on the bottom here, I don't know if you can see it, It says, Dear Santa, thanks. Because I just felt so thankful that, we have this technology that we can actually be with our family when they're far away, especially our children. I mean, I don't get to see them very often, so it's always very special on Christmas Day for me to see my kids, even if it's not in person. So I cherish that. And then here, my mother-in-law and my sister wanted to see one of my YouTube videos, the art journals. So my husband hooked up. Here's my laptop. I don't know if you can see that. Here's my laptop, and here's the television. And then there's this HDMI cord. You can hook it to the television so that they actually watched my YouTube video on the big television. They wanted to see how I did one of my pastel art journal pages, so that was kind of fun. So, anyways, there's the end of my album. I did ask in my latest process video, which was this one, if you guys wanted me to do an entire flip through of my album. And if you guys do, let me know in the comments below. I'll do that because I know it was kind of done week to week. So just let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed December Daily. It was a lot of fun, and I always treasure these albums. It was a lot of work, but at the end of the year, and also, next year when I go through and I say, hey, well, what happened last year? What did we do? When did we put the tree up? Just little things like that. I'll never be able to remember these things unless I have this album. So even if you guys do a little bit at a time, it's so nice to have this album. So thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. With my December Daily, and I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope to see you soon. You take care. Goodbye, YouTube.